Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Nowhere Profit, where we are recovering. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still thinking angrily about the mistakes that I made, but things are going alright on the whole. It's not so bad. So, I was looking at this map a little bit more and thinking about whether we actually do want to end up down here. Maybe we don't want to go for these trade goods. Maybe we want to cut through the middle of this area and end up north where there's food and a market and rest. The more I look at this, the more I think that's the right thing to do. So, let's do that. Let's go in that direction. We're in a little bit of a dangerous position here to be taking on multiple combats, but we do need the loot pretty badly. Some batteries would be really, really nice. Alright, a scavenger, a white line painted across his face, ran toward the camp, his weapons drawn. It was clear that others would soon come to his aid. The grizzled man stopped some distance from us, as if there was an invisible barrier. "How dare you camp here? We'll kill you for this!" Wait, sorry, what? What have we done? The scavenger stared at us, his mouth agape. "This is a holy burial site! You are trampling on our dead!" "Oh, that's my bad, dude." The scavenger looked at me, unsure of what to say. The conviction of my apology had thrown him off. He spat, but this stain can only be absolved by spilled blood." Silence fell on the convoy, only broken by the voice of Nirajit, who stepped forward. "Then spill mine. I suggested we stop here. I will sate the dead." So he's 5'4" overwhelming. We probably were not going to play him. I'm hoping that spilling his blood is going to be a wound rather than a death, but I bet this kills him. Still, like I was saying, I don't know that we're in a position to fight two difficult battles. He volunteered. Yep, it actually killed him. They whispered a prayer quietly, asking for forgiveness to the spirits we worshipped, and sliced open the main arteries. Jesus. As scavengers appeared, the painted man held up his hand, stopping the others from attacking. He closed his eyes in respect as Nirajit's body slumped forward in a pool of their own blood. The man looked at me. "The debt is paid, and you may leave in peace. We will bury him like one of ours." That's very extreme. That's a very extreme reaction. Also, weird pronoun stuff going on there. They like to use they a lot, so as not to have to care, so as not to have to worry about what the gender of the person acting is. But then a couple of times it does slip into gender specific, and they're all acceptable. Like, it didn't ever misgender him, but it's just weird that it's not consistent, It's a little jarring. Alright, hidden in the late afternoon shade, we spotted the stronghold that completely blocked the path forward. As we inched closer, we saw, yes, a beating heart of chained rusters inside an iron cage. Well, I think I will spend a little bit of my health to hack them. And then this has given him the effect, when a follower with life 2 or more joins your side, they take 1 damage a couple of times. Okay, do we want to pull any of our injured? Honestly, not really. I guess at some point we're going to be out of black scale grams, and that's not great, obviously, but they're not super hard to replace. Maybe I do want to pull him back, though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull him back for now. I'm leaving the climber in, because the climber's not any good anyway. And we could play the thug, which is like a way to blow people up. You know what? I am going to put him in as well. It's going to tell us that we're at 24 cards in deck, but obviously we don't even have 24 followers. Okay, and we get to start with some dudes. I don't think we want you or you. Okay, that's interesting. Well, climber in front of one of the robots. Buff a robot? I think buff a robot. And then also we put up cover right here, and we'll try to move the other guy behind the cover. I could have done that in the other order, I guess. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. Oh no, the workers! Okay, that hurts. Ooh, Porcupine Prana was a really good draw. So, get you for 4. And actually, given that we just played a taunter, I'm just going to go to his face. Screw getting behind the cover. Who needs that noise? We are definitely bleeding convoy members at a rate that's a little bit higher than I'm comfortable with. Okay, so that's the end of that. We can actually... Well, I was going to say we could totally give the blessing to our Grand Rager, but our Grand Rager already has the blessing. Okay, that was not a big loss, and we really did need those rewards. Alright, we gave a funeral rite to one of the drones, which I feel is appropriate. We're very funereal for people who are not believers at all. Okay, what do we have? A Scion Fanatic. I think we can just roll into battle. I know we're 1 card shorter than we used to be, but I think it's okay. Let's not start with the Choking Fog. Okay, this is alright. Do I want to put the cover right here, or do I want to put the cover there so that I can play the Rockworm behind it? I think I'd rather put the cover over here. I just don't care enough about what happens to the climber. Okay, well, we probably want to have our climber eat this guy. We don't want them to be getting all kinds of card advantage. And then play ourselves a Rockworm. And I don't think I want to scrap anything. I think I'm pretty happy with the stuff that we have here. And if they want to attack my Jaroon Climber, at least they have to die for it. Alright, I think I'm actually going to use the Jaroon Climber to help take out the 3/5. Or like that plus slash. And then we could slice the other dude. It doesn't really matter what order we do those in, but like obviously putting some incitement on our Rockworm here and then attacking the enemy's face seems pretty okay. We could, I suppose, have scrapped something there. Because we definitely have some cards that I don't intend to play. Are we going to Januar? Actually, we could totally just kill the opponent here, because the Rockworm's awesome. Ooh, hold on, though. We want to do this in such a way as to get a blessing on our Rager, right? So, bolster you. Yeah, that's a pretty good outcome. Rockworm is very, very good. It was definitely right to go out of our way to get that guy. Spawn a Beast. Ooh, Fetch is a great card. Okay, well for right now I think we're just gonna, equip that, but at some point we can... Oh, that's right, the Trench Shovel is a weapon. I think then we do just immediately dismantle it, because that card seems excellent. That's a really good card to have in our leader deck, especially. Okay, sorry. So the way we would do that is at this screen. Warhorn, view details, dismantle. That's a common? Really? It seems so good. Like half the time it's a removal spell and half the time it's just a guy? Alright, yeah, and then we veer off of the beaten path here. Path ahead was blocked by a barricade made from wagons. Ah, yes, the operator thing. You know what? I am this operator. Go ahead, try to purge me. See words... English. Go ahead, try to purge me, because of all my English. Yeah, the deck's still fine. I think we're in a good spot. Also, man, I love this Steam controller. It's just so nice to have, like, a little break for my arms. Okay, so... I love pretty much everything about what we're seeing here. I will say that the cover doesn't really work, which is a shame. how do we want to deal with that? Like, how do we want to set up to deal with that? Because obviously, it would be cool to put a barricade here and then open this up, but it's just like, it's going to be very non-trivial to do so. And then once we have it opened up, we still can't actually use it because we won't be right behind it unless we move a new creature in, or... Yeah, I might just not bother putting it down. Or, like, actually, if I'm going to put it down, I'm going to put it here. Because that way we could play a guy right behind it after destroying this. Yeah, that's probably... The barricades are in real bad positions for us, though. Alright, so we're going to infect the 2-3 maybe? Or maybe I just play Looter, because he's great. Maybe we just play this really great Looter. Attack with the 1-1 to the opponent's face. Play Looter over Rockworm. Because the Rockworm will be just as good later on. You know, that was probably backwards. I should have played the Rockworm, because then we could play, well... We can still next turn play, like, Rockworm and then Infect and get a start on its incitement. Okay. Ow, my face. 2-5 guy. I really wish he wasn't shielded. Well... It does change things somewhat, doesn't it? So I kind of want to infect... I also kind of want to play Hidden Strike, which unfortunately would not allow us to play the Rockworm. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We are going to play the Rockworm. We are going to play the Infect. No, we're going to... yeah. We are going to play the Infect. We are also going to play the push. No, we'll hold the push. And then I'm going to do this. So now our Rockworm is active. Oh, right! Also Drone. Also Drone has happened. I think we'll probably just move the drone to the side. There's a pretty good chance that drone's actually just dead. Oh no, I thought they might attack the drone with the 2-5. Okay, so... Pushing the 3-5 is pretty good. This is exactly the kind of reason that we saved push. Hold on, though. What's my actual whole turn plan? Because we might want to do knockout on him instead, right? If we slice and attack the 1-4 with our drone, and then knock out the 3-5, then we can actually... We can't quite kill the opponents here, but we can get close. Or... Oh no, wait, sorry. I was thinking the 2-5 had taunt. He totally doesn't. So this absolutely works. And then slice you. And then throw a knockout on you. The only real bummer here is that there's no way for us to get the blessing on the looter, which is what I would really like. But that gives me a kill, and I am not going to not take it. Oh, right, the drone, would have had to have moved the drone. I'm going to push this drone. There we go. My whole plan for attacking with the Rockworm was that I was just going to move the drone to the side, but then I didn't do that. I had other things to do. Well, we're doing okay on food after this. I'm a little worried about our health. Sure, let's share some food. Because, yep, we want more points. Always more points. We're actually doing super well on those. Okay, that's a reasonable amount of food. That's a pretty normal amount of food. We might go up to this market. Do we have anything to sell? I think we might not, actually. I do not have a tribute. An audibly nervous voice shouted from the barricade demanding tribute for passing. Well, hopefully you're nervous for a good reason. I think we'll go ahead and keep all this stuff in. I should probably have used the tea. You're not a starting hand kind of card. I mean, I would like to have both these guys, but I'd also like to have a guaranteed play, which we obviously do not have right now. So I guess I'm going to drop the they're both so good. I don't want to not do anything on the first turn, though. Well, looks like we didn't get there anyway. I will erect some cover and pass, rather than doing a scrap and just hoping to draw something cheap enough. Just do a thing that we know will matter. Interesting. Well, that really makes me want to kill him, just for the card advantage. But obviously, it's pretty good if we can play the Rockworm first. So I'll take 3. Go to 19. We have 1 heal coming up. And then, like, with the Rockworm established and us playing a bunch of removal spells afterward, we're going to kill the opponent in 2 swings. Alright. Small price to pay. Is there a point in... No, there's not really a point in scrapping anything here, is there? Because we could pull one of our... We pull one of our 0-cost wounded guys and try to provoke a trade, but that does actually permanently kill the card. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and... Let's fish. Okay, we didn't find it anyway. Yep. So we're probably looking at, like, Slam plus Hidden Strike here. Alright, that's quite enough cards out of you. Ooh, fetch is fun. It doesn't actually do anything, though, which is a shame. Alright, Hidden Strike to kill you. Slam to kill you. Rockworm the 1/1, just so that we don't take any more damage. Because I'm really done taking damage here. And then, honestly, I don't think I want to scrap anything. We got a pretty good set of cards here. Ooh. Well, that guy might be getting fetched. Or I guess just infected. That's a shame. So yeah, if we throw up an infect... Looter is no longer great. He's still fine. We could still play fetch. We could infect and fetch to drop that guy real low. Infect, fetch, Graham Raider. Right, just get rid of this dude right now, so we don't have to worry about him later, and then we also may as well inspire. Yeah, that's a pretty good draw. Oh, that's a shame. So we probably just have the beast destroy the cover, right? Yeah, because we totally have a kill here. Oh no! That coming into play in literally any other position is quite good. Ah, what a bummer, man. Well, I guess we have to play Porcupine Prana plus, like, Porcupine Prana here, so that the 3/4 can't attack the Rockworm, and then the Rockworm just has to move out of the way. And there's no sense in playing Slash. Yeah. Oh my god, stop doing that. Okay, that's not a big deal. My guess is they're going to attack with the 3-4 into the 1-5, and then we're just going to slash it to death. Yeah, so we slash you. We drone the 4-1. You just get pushed. And then we have a lumbering Chomball, which is like a fairly serious threat. And you don't do anything at all. Probably. I guess we could move him in front of something just to play guard. Yeah. And then, like, our plan next turn could be, like, Chomball attacks the battery pack and gets us those batteries. Then the beast moves in front of the Chomball and we attack with the Rockworm. Well, your deck certainly has a theme. I'll say that for it. Please don't let this be a thing with taunt. Okay, cool. We win. We win and we get our batteries. And you step out of the way to let the 15-4 Rockworm... We could hit for... Hold on a second. Just because we can. Let's get him for 17. How about that? You don't see a lot of attacks for 17 in this game. Oh, batteries. Oh, batteries and things that are worth batteries. How wonderful. Yeah, let's go to the market. Let's use a luxury item and then go to the market. So we need the health gain from the tea, but I'm a little worried that we're going to end up not getting in a fight before we need to use another luxury here. So I'm going to use a different luxury right now. We'll use the tea when we're a little bit more sure that we're going to end up in a fight. Because if we end up having to use another luxury, it just overwrites our existing luxury effect rather than giving us a new one. Yeah, let the convoy relax. I know it sucks because we're real low on batteries, but the hope is useful. Okay, so to the market to sell my garbage. We actually had a lot. We had a lot of stuff. So technopathic ammunition. What is the slug pistol again? 2 damage to a target. I mean, listen, I sure would love this beam rifle. Hasty beam is like incredible in our deck. Yeah, we're totally buying that, right? Like, we have to. And then we could just sell our trench shovel, or we could even hold on to it and have it for our second weapon slot. I don't remember exactly what level that unlocks at. Honestly, though, it's not that good. The cover's been handy. Not as handy as beam rifle, though. This is the version of beam that does 3 damage. Yeah, okay. Okay. So let's equip that. And then we gotta think here. Do we want to sell that thing? I do want to level up. We could instead sell comm system, which I actually like for our deck. Or signal relay, which I mean, as it is right now, we can trigger long distance call with our when a follower destroys an obstacle thing. So maybe we do want to hold on to this. We could sell a luxury. If we're gonna sell a luxury, it'd be the edible oils, probably. I just really want to level up, you know? We need to continue to get more powerful. We're actually almost at the next level beyond this, even. A slam, a crippling strike, and an overcharge. Overcharge is probably not what we want. Crippling strike is definitely interesting, but we've kind of got a stun theme going here. A lot of the time, crippling strike is going to fail to get the job done. And I actually really like the stuns with our lots of creatures. Okay, and we did in fact get the second weapon slot. So trench shovel, you're back in. Feel pretty good about that. Alright, there's not anything else we wanted to do at the market here. No, like we're not going to be able to buy that food. No, I feel okay about this. Let's move on. So we'll get to do one heal on us, probably. I probably can't afford to use this on our followers. And then we just move on. 24 enough to fight the boss. And like the only thing we could do here is use some tea, overwrite the effect that we're currently going to get, and end up with 26 health. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous about our survival. We have a really, I think, a really compelling deck going, and if we can just get past this little hump of me being very injured and our convoy being semi-injured, we can totally make a thing happen. So he's the one who kills people who hit him, right? After you take damage from a follower, if you have no armor, destroy that follower, but at most once per turn. So we do have to try to do damage to him in bursts, which is not ideal. I think we're going to pull in the feral... Oh, sorry, I gotta pull stuff out first. We're gonna pull out the thug. Ooh, actually, thug might be better than feral guide here. Well, yeah, no, it actually probably is better. Is Vandal relevant? Maybe. You know what? I'm just going to roll like this. This is fine. Oh, right. We can remove a card. What is that card? Is it the other scratch? It might be the other scratch. I mean, cheaper spells are better. We should remove something. I'm going to cut a bolster. Maybe it is the scratch, but I'm going to cut a bolster. Because you know what we should do is make our deck less consistent. Obviously. Alright, and remember we can pick at him a little bit. It's just, we gotta be careful when we remove his armor. You know what? I think an opening with the Vandal is perfectly reasonable here. We don't scrap. Oh, interesting. So fetch must be a new card then. Because for it to be a common and also for it to be a thing that's in enemy decks, and us never to have seen it before, with the amount that we've played and everything, yeah, it's got to be a new card. That is, that one there was the controller. I was trying to attack the 2/2, obviously. Well, bummer. It's not a big deal. I think I'm going to play the Rockworm here. And the plan will be to move the 2/3 out of the way before attacking next turn, but I'm pretty bummed out about that. And I think we're just going to go ahead and cycle the Packmaster. Chomp Ball's a little more relevant. Okay, that guy we can deal with. No, don't go to my face. Fight my 2/3. Are we going to Choking Fog? I mean, it's pretty good here. I know it does get our Rockworm down quite a bit, but it doesn't actually kill my other guy. Like, we just go to the opponent's face and then Choking Fog and get ourselves a really, really good... Like, look at all that card advantage, man. And then I'll just move you to here, or honestly, no, we probably just keep him safe. In fact, I'm even going to spawn cover in front of him. And then we will move the 0/1 next turn. Okay, Rinchables, pretty good. That's a good man. We do have lethal. So you got to get out of the way. Probably you can just go over here. Right, because we stun him and then we have some stuff we can do. So do I want to... We could just play fetch as a 2/2, and doing that gets the rockworm to 6 power. Or we could just attack with the rockworm and play the Graham Rager and also attack with that. We're in a little bit of an awkward position here regarding... I should have moved the 0/1 to the back so that we could play a 2/2 here and at least have it start hacking at that tree. Yeah, that's a little non-ideal. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and play fetch because it gives you 6 power. You get to eat that dude. And then we're going to play the Graham Rager as well. He's going to get in for 2 right now, and then we're probably just going to have to rearrange our board a little bit on our next turn. And I don't think I want to scrap anything. I think we're looking pretty good. Ooh, Januar Bear. Do not go to my face. Don't do it. Resist the urge. Look at all these 2-power guys you could trade with. Uh-oh. Look at all these 2-power guys you could eat for free. That makes you want to go to my face even less? Nope. Nope, even more, actually. Okay, well... Obviously, Hasty Beam is pretty good in this situation. So I think probably what we're going to do is... slice you. Yes. We're going to slice you. We're going to Hasty Beam. Oop, no, I sequenced wrong. I was going to attack with the 2/2, then Hasty Beam, so that the 2/2, you know, we'd get a little bit of free damage there. Well, actually, now that this is what has happened, why don't we just feed him the 2/2? And then bolster our man here. And just get him real hard right now, and we can ignore the fact that I just said get him real hard. It's not... Listen, you all know, get your mind out of the gutter, you filthy animals. Okay, not a big deal. In fact, kind of good because it gives us a drone. It doesn't give us a drone. When a friendly follower... No, a friendly follower did destroy the obstacle. So that's not worded entirely correctly. Okay, we just want to throw away the 1/1 and get the win here, right? I don't think there's any reason to try to get fancy with this. I guess taking the wound on the rockworm there and then just healing the rockworm in town after the battle is maybe the right call. We don't really want to be playing that 1/1 forever, though. Alright, we've arrived at Pit 9. Everybody feels hopeful about Pit 9. We don't have anything we want to... Oh, no, that's right. We did pick up 1 plant fiber. That's why I check. Scrap throwers, swarm coordinators, pain projectors. Who doesn't love a little bit of pain? That's a fun card. It's a fun piece of equipment. This is just destroy an obstacle. Oh no, that's the one that removes armor. Actually, what does this turn into? A follower joins battle, deal 1 damage to that follower. It does not strain. It just keeps doing that. That's interesting. Yeah. Do we want to do anything else before... I guess if I was going to sell something else, we'd want to sell it now? I don't know that I am going to sell anything else. I guess, what are the odds that I'm actually going to make use of this? Probably nothing. Let's do that so that we have some batteries for the exploration events, and then go do the exploration events. Caverns that lead us to the works. Drummer, try to get us in there. Nope. I feel like that never actually happens. We don't really want to sell food. We don't really want to recruit random followers. I guess let's just hang out and learn some stuff. Oh, hang out and develop some hope, rather. Life seemed to be quite stable here, and we're like, hey, stable life is possible. I feel great about that. We'll talk to the locals. The Shiramists call our sacred technologies a demonic force and will try to kill you on sight. Oh. You don't say. We approach the control center. Hey, you should let us through because we have very important business here. Nope. Okay. Well, I tried. Alright, let's have a look at the followers. There's another rockworm. Ooh, I do like Wrecker. He's very funny. Probably not a thing we want to recruit. 6/5 first strike. That's pretty good. That's some pretty good cards right there. I don't think we can turn that down, even though it does mean we don't get a second rockworm. Or maybe we should just take the second rockworm. The thing about the second rockworm is he's incredible. He's completely bananas. Yeah. That does mean I don't get to level up. I'm comfortable with it. Alright, we definitely need to heal our leader. We definitely need to heal our followers. And then... I'm not going to do the last heal because it's a tiny amount of gain. It's a single point of gain for 5 food. 4 food. Still. I'm feeling pretty good about our position here. Let's just keep running. So... Ziggurat. We're headed toward the Ziggurat. Do we want to fight machinists or ferals? Ferals have a lot of low damage attack cards, which I don't want to have to deal with. Alright, Cooper Traders had been attacked by Hill Tribe guys. Listen, we can help you out. Crawler gloves. Have we seen these before? Push target follower. Huh. Interesting. Probably just gonna sell those is my guess. It's funny how our whole thing is like terrifying beast monsters. And so we are very altruistic. We are understood by the people of the Waste to be very friendly and kind. Well, let's put this Black Scale Grab back in, now that he's, you know, unwounded. And then we don't need to play both of our rockworms, probably. Let's maybe cut something from the sort of mid-high end. Oh, we don't need to be playing 2 Rinchables. No way. Oh, we might not need to be playing 1. Let's try to make sure that we have some early plays available to us. Certainly not Thug. And you know what? I'll pop Roaring Januar out too in an attempt to... We might be getting to a place here with our deck where it's right for us to get rid of the... Sin Gas, because our deck's getting a little more expensive. Thanks to all of our cheap stuff dying. We're going to do this, and then we're going to play our Gram Rager not behind that. Because obviously, we're reserving that for the Rockworm. Three taunt guy, that sucks. So we just don't attack. Play our Rockworm, and then next turn play a bunch of removal and stuff. Or maybe just looter. I mean, well, we'll see. Do I want to scrap anything? No. Ooh. Okay, well, he got my Rockworm. That's a real shame. Well, we're definitely playing looter now. And then... Does it make sense to trade for that 1/2? I mean, he's already kind of done the harm he's going to do, right? Because we could scratch and trade our 1/1. Or I could just go to the opponent's face. And then I kind of want to play the scratch on him anyway, just to get a card out of my hand that I can draw next turn, but I think I'm going to not... I think that might be wasteful. Because, yeah, now we can, like, scratch and slice this guy. Wow, you sure do love to gain armor in a way that's not going to help you at all. Alright, scratch and slice plus... I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. We could, of course, just eat the 1/2 with our 4/5. That's probably the plan. Just establish control of the table a little bit and also make a Januar. And maybe it dies, because it is a 6-3. It's a little on the vulnerable side. Okay, that's not so bad. Our cards are not like super powerful right now. He has another guard. I mean, I'm fine with him playing cards that don't do anything all day. Like, he can keep that up. Let's do a knockout on you and then eat you. And then play... Thug feels pretty bad here, so I guess we could scrap something. Like, obviously, I want to Thug next turn. We don't really want to play the Chumball right now because it's very good next turn. I mean, we can just play a Black Scale Graham, that's fine. So right now we're looking at nowhere near lethal next turn because he's gained 10 armor since the beginning of the fight. Ugh. Always the right removal. Well... Slam into Chumball, right? Like, we slam this guy just to soften him up so somebody can eat him. Go to the opponent's face to soften him up a little bit. Somebody's gonna eat him too. Do this again, try to set up the Thug right there. And hopefully he doesn't kill any of my guys this time. Okay. So now we're looking at 14 damage. Yeah, it's just not good enough. Okay, well, let's... Ooh, hold on. I was about to just attack with the overwhelming Chumball, but maybe a better play is... Let's see here. We could slash plus fetch to kill the 4/4. And then beam the 2/3. Yeah, we have enough resources for all of that. Unfortunately, our opponent here has a huge number of cards left. I'm not so worried about his health. We have the situation on the board pretty well in hand, but I am a little worried about the fact that his resources are completely undepleted. He's going to have 3 convoy cards next turn. So maybe we don't want to spend beam, is my point. Then again, no, I'm going to do it. Rows are just not that meaningful here. So yeah, we just do this. And then we get you for 10, and hopefully can do it again next turn. That would be pretty neat. May as well play Vandal. Something to draw his ire. Alright, Warrior Monk is not a savior here. Because the Chumball with Thug backup is a lot of damage. Haha, joke's on you, I have a push. Oh, what's up now? Alright, so... Actually, if we don't do the Thug, and I just attack, this totally works, right? Yeah, I could have played the Thug. It doesn't really matter how I did this. But I definitely want to get a blessing on that guy. Okay, 7 batteries worth of lumber. I'm a little bit bummed out about the amount of damage we took there. So do we want to go to the healing thing right away? I kind of think we do. And then also we get to veer off into the mountains a little bit more. Go. There we go. Sorry, still having a little bit of accuracy trouble here. So, we have the ability to take the sleeve off the corpse in like the way that's likely to yield a good outcome. I think we should probably take that. It's a signal relay. It's very similar to our existing signal relay. Also, you know, improvised drone's not actually a bad card for us. We might do that. Ooh, let us track a harmless animal because we need food more than anything. Wow, that's a serious amount of food. Alright, nice to have a follower who's good at hunting. Also, why did I even do that? I know we're just going to go to the market and sell that thing anyway. Sorry, what is horn powder? End of your turn. Oh, okay. That's this thing. How many? Wait, you get 2 uses of that. That's actually pretty interesting. So we could bail on the syngas plan because our deck is starting to trend more expensive because of all of our dead guys. And then horn powder actually gets pretty good for us. Or sorry, this isn't what I want. I want to look at our deck. Right now we only actually have 4 cards that we can play on the first turn. Well, the Roaring Januar and the Rockworm are not actually going to cost 2 because we're going to heal them in a second. So yeah, with the loss of all that stuff, maybe syngas time is over. What do we get if we dismantle the syngas? Is that a thing we want to do? We get an infect. Maybe that's the thing we want to do. Maybe we just want to sell the syngas, honestly. And then we could put the horn powder in instead, and yeah, we're transforming into a little bit more of a big beast deck rather than a fast beast deck. Okay, I'm cool with that idea. So actually, we could sell the syngas to be able to afford the horn powder, I guess. Sorry, I'm trying to just do that because we can't sell it while it's equipped. We don't really get a lot for that. Was it 18? Yeah, it doesn't even get us the thing we're looking for. Well, I think I'm cool parting with these. Man, also, Refresh is quite a card, huh? Okay, so we'll play Big Beast now. It is a little bit of a shame that the syngas was holding back our enemies just as much as it was holding us back, but what are you going to do? I think this is a better place for us. We heal our followers twice, we heal ourselves once, and then do we want to sell anything else? Because, like, obviously, being able to level up would be great. Man, having long distance call with the beast thing would be pretty cool. We really do need to level up so we can unlock some more slots. Would I rather have that over the Grey Goo? In this situation, yes. So now all we have to do is make it to 6, and we suddenly flood the table with beasts, which is definitely interesting. It's a new strategy. It's a very different thing than what we've been doing so far. So we don't really need to go here, but we also don't benefit at all from going to the market because we can't sell anything right now. So I guess let's head up into the mountains, not to camp, but to go past the camp. Remember informed us they'd heard about this place before. Oh, plants and agriculture. Absolutely, approach. I will offer my expertise. They will give us food for free. Like a lot of food, too. I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I guess we could heal me. You know what? We have a lot of food. Let's just go ahead and spend 5 food for 2 health. That's the world we're living in. Absolutely. Invite people in. And then more campsites. Wow. This is pretty weird. I mean, it's actually quite bad for us. It'd be really, really nice if we could get some, like, combat nodes or something. So now we have a question. Things have gone a little weird. Do we want to double back to the main road? I kind of think I do. I'm a little worried that we're going to keep wandering off into the darkness and find nothing. And we know that there is some strife to be had back here, at least. We do not get to hire the guys. We lost a rockworm. Oh no, Boulder! He was our original rockworm. Unless they're both named Boulder, which I guess is possible. Yeah, that event when you have no batteries is a real shame. Alright. This animal, this predator's caught in a pit. I'm gonna kill it because it offers us an opportunity to fight. We're gonna edit our convoy. Yep, we lost our good talented rockworm. We lost our blessed rockworm. Oh no, he's not blessed anymore, right? He got wounded. We hadn't gotten him back in yet. Chumbal and Thug not right away, probably. Okay, that was definitely better. Because now we can play looter behind cover right away, which is definitely interesting. And then I just, like, take 4 to the face, probably, which is a bummer. I think it's right, though. Or we could just play Choking Fog right now. No, we want to play the looter. Alright, let's see if he has the removal. Revolutionary is definitely a problem. Nope, he's just going to go to my face for 4. I mean, I'm not going to pretend to... I'm not going to pretend that I'm not bummed out about it. Alright. So, we could do a Choking Fog into a slash on the 4-5. That leaves our guy pretty depleted. I mean, obviously we should attack first. But it makes their position a lot less good. Yeah, I think that's alright. And then I'm gonna actually scrap you looking for something more impactful. Well, it is more impactful. Okay, you're getting hidden striked. Right? Is that the right way to do that? It could be beam plus slice, I suppose. Also, at the end of your turn. Okay. Still very good. It's probably Hasty Beam along the top row, and then Hidden Strike that guy on the bottom. Go to the face for 3, and then Black Scalegram? Yeah, I think so. Alright, and you know, just get a couple of beasts. I like the dude blocking for the Black Scalegram. He's probably just gonna get moved, obviously. Alright, Living Battery. 2/2 charge, yep. To my face. Well, I think actually we just have these two guys eat that 6/4, right? And then we win. Yes. I said it like I was unsure, but it is in fact the case. I didn't even have to kill the 6/4. But it was fun, you know? It's nice to make your cards do stuff. It's fun to have my cards do some things. 6 damage to the Prophet. Not ideal. 25 food. Fairly ideal. Listen, at this point, I would much rather take Prophet damage than follower damage. Gunfire. How dare they? Ooh, what's that? A random friendly follower heals by 2. Blood mites. You know, that incredibly positive thing. Everybody wants blood mites. Wrenchable, get the hell out of here. Well, I think we do Black Scalegram behind cover. Honestly, the erect cover thing has been really, really good. Ooh. Wow, he took that very seriously. Okay, then we scrap Kijat Youngling in the hopes of drawing something really cool? I'm probably trying to be too fancy with the Thug. Maybe it's worth just playing him. Yeah, just put the guy with 4 power behind the cover. Stop trying to get maximum value all the time. Because, like, what's the other play here? Play Graham Rager and just, like... nothing? Is Graham Rager and nothing, I think? Oh, that's a shame. We were about to have such a good choking fog. Well... Hasty Beam seems pretty good. And then maybe we just run our 4-4 into the 2-2. I think that's probably where we're at. Just maintain control until we hit 6. Let you do this thing. We can't actually take full advantage of inspiration. I should have bolstered my 2-1 before attacking. Well, now that it's not before attacking anymore, I think we put it on here. And then if I play inspiration, I will draw 2 cards right now, but then I'll not draw a card at the beginning of next turn. I think I just hold off. Ooh, hey, that's a guy. That's a big dude. That sucks a huge amount. Ah, Slam solves all problems. Slam's just like a very good card. Yeah, we haven't really played with a lot of stun effects so far, but stunning people seems like a big deal. Okay, this is an opportunity for inspiration. This seems like the time. Okay. It's pretty good. And do we want to just scrap the looter? Looking for something a little bit better than just a 4-4? Ooh, we did not find it. Well, we can play that at least. I missed. That was also me not being good with the controller. By the way, when I said that a thing happened earlier and it was the controller, I hope everybody understood that what I meant there was basically that I'm bad with the controller and not like, oh, the controller didn't do the thing I told it to do. It did. I had a hands level bad, not a controller level bad. That was a pretty good burst fire, and it's really my fault for walking into that. Well, now we have some pretty good stuff, though. So obviously, this is a fine opportunity for a scratch. And then... oh, I should have played the Rockworm first. Wait, you're exhausted? No, you're not. You liar. Yeah, I just gave up a point of power there. Alright, look at me, remembering how the game works. Very carefully placing all my units. That's pretty fun. Get to 6 and then just get 4 free creatures to do with as you will. Ooh. Okay, 8-9. I mean, obviously push is pretty bad for him. Like, me pushing that guy is a huge bummer. Can we get the kill? Yes, we do in fact have the kill, I believe. Next we do that, and then we just go to your face a whole bunch of times. In fact, we didn't even have to do that, because I could have attacked with the beast to make up the extra damage. Aye, we took on some people. Okay, Guerrilla Fighter and Phalanx are both interesting. I mean, actually, all 3 of those are interesting in our deck. A little more interesting once they're not wounded anymore. Do we want to... I should use a luxury. Who knows? We could get into a fight soon. But given that we are not certain to get into a fight soon, I'm going to try not to use the T. We want to use the T when it's definitely going to happen. Also, man, I sure could use some batteries. Do you remember when we used to occasionally find batteries? Well, we'll go get the trade goods at the very least. A well-armed and grim-looking group approached the perimeter. Their leader introduced himself, holding up a piece of paper with a sketch of a face, so he's looking for Dremmer. You will take no one. That's what I think, is that you will take no one. Who do we want to pull? We don't really need to run Thug anymore. We can drop Thug and like play Feral Guide and the deck gets better, not worse. And then, do we want to keep playing the wounded little guys? Honestly... Here, let's pull one of the Wounded Gram Ragers for a healthy one. And then maybe just like... That's fine? That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Alright, so... Early Looter. Pretty fun. I think we can roll like this. We got a makeshift beam trap. That's fun too. We'll totally put that into play soon. Alright, so first turn, 6 power worth of guys. No? Did I not aim that correctly? That was me. I'll get used to the controller. Listen, I do kind of need it. Years and years of sitting in the same position playing video games are starting to take their toll. Okay, so obviously fetch is pretty good. Interesting. Well, it is a shame that there's no way to play Rockworm into killing a bunch of guys this turn. I think we probably just blow up all the enemies, right? Slash and fetch and go to the opponent's face a bunch. Oh, right, tokens. I forgot that that was going to interact with that. That's actually really interesting, because the token has Brawl, right? Yeah. Hard to control, because you don't have any... like, the second guy comes down randomly. But that could actually be really powerful sometimes. Oh, that's a shame. We can no longer use Slam to kill that guy. Well... So I definitely want to play the Rockworm. I would like to play the Rockworm. How are we going to do this? Rockworm into... Infect on the 2/2? Or like Rockworm into Beam? I actually really like Rockworm into Beam. Well, obviously the downside of that is that Beam is not a card, and so does not cause the Incite. Maybe we just slam one of these guys, or... Because I think I'm just gonna fight one of them. And then we'll go ahead and just make it a beam. That's fine. Attack you for 1. Open up the rock. Okay. Pretty... Yep. Yep. Man, full auto. Full auto's harsh. Well, we play... Rager plus Youngling plus Beam Trap. And also erect cover, or nah, probably not. Probably don't bother doing anything else. Also beasts. Alright, well, Kijat Youngling gets a blessing. That's cool. I'm pretty bummed out about that, about falling for that full auto again. This is a different guy. I just, like, totally spaced. Alright, with the bounty hunters gone, Drummer was deeply thankful, even though we got him very shot, like, extremely in the face and everything. Ooh, 14 batteries worth of electronics. That's pretty cool. So this is a little unfortunate. Oh, also, look at the time. Alright, you know what? Probably this is an okay place to stop for today. I am, like I'm saying, pretty bummed about that full auto. I definitely should not have fallen for that. It's possible that I've been awake for too long. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow, when... So, yesterday's play was sometimes very bad. Today's play was sometimes pretty bad. Tomorrow, perhaps we can rise to the level of sometimes only kinda bad. And we'll see you then.